Hi, I'm Aldwyn Altuney.
And I'm Michael Thompson.
And welcome to
another episode of
Movie Review TV. Movie Review TV.
We see films as they are. Rate them out of 5 stars.
Movie Review TV.
Movie Review TV.
Woo! We do have fun, don't we?
Yes, we do.
And today we have a real treat for you. Reviewing today, Michael.
Well, you tell me what we're going to review.
Okay,
today.
I'll tell you what we're going to review. Okay, the movie is called War for the Planet of the Apes. Have you seen this film? It's a 2017 American epic science fiction action drama film. It's directed by Matt Reeves and written by him as well as Mark Bomback. It's actually a sequel to Rise of the Planet of the Apes, which was done in 2011, and also Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, which was done in 2014. So it's the third installment in the Planet of the Apes reboot series. The film stars Andy Serkis, Woody Harrelson and Steve Zahn, and follows a confrontation between the apes, led by Caesar, and the humans for control of Earth. Like its predecessor, its premise shares several similarities to the fifth film in the original series, Battle for the Planet of the Apes, but it is not a direct remake. The principal photography began in 2015 in Vancouver. War for the Planet of the Apes premiered in New York City on July 10 this year and was theatrically released in the US on July 14, 2017 by 20th Century Fox. The film has grossed over $483 million and received critical praise, particularly for the acting with Serkis and the visual effects, story, musical score, and direction. So it's been very highly rated out there. And
well done for that, Aldwyn.
Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. Cheers to me. Cheers to me. And cheers to the filmmakers of War for the Planet of the Apes.
It's a great description of the film there.
Yes, thank you.
And I really love this, actually. It's a well-written science fiction drama. As I said, it's the third in the series, the recent series of the Planet of the Apes films. And they've certainly come a long way since, the 1960s when Charlton Heston, starred in the Planet of the Apes movies. The special effects, obviously are much more superlative than they were back then. So
yes,
that's one of the main standouts, obviously. And Woody Harrelson actually comes in for a guest starring role as one of the main villains, doesn't he, of the piece?
Yes.
Later on in the film, and he makes a great impact. And as I said, I love well-written and well-plotted science fiction dramas, and that's what this definitely is. It caught my attention throughout the whole of the duration of the movie. And I know it went for was it 2.5 hours? I think it was Aldwyn.
Yes,
the duration of the movie, and it didn't seem to last that period of time at all. Seemed to last about 90 minutes, which means time flies when you're having fun. And I was certainly getting into into this film deeply. So and as I said, time flies when you're having fun, and I was really engrossed in the whole thing.
Yes.
And I did see the first film in the series some years ago, so it sort of has I've got fuzzy memories of the first film, but as I saw it when it first came out, so I have to revisit the first one just to sort of pick up the storyline from the beginning. I know I know the basic storyline, about how the whole Planet of the Apes films begins. Is because basically humans genetically engineered a species of intelligent apes. That's what the whole premise of the Planet of the Apes films is. And I'm not sure I actually caught the second movie in the series. So, but it didn't bother me at all because I really enjoyed this and understood the plot. And I rated it very highly, out of 5 stars.
Mm-hmm.
I rate it 4.5.
Okay.
I know what I've got to give it. So I'm nearly giving it the top rating because, as I said, I love science fiction movies that are intelligent, imaginative, and get you involved throughout the whole film. So I really loved it. What do you think, Olivia?
Yes, thank you, Michael. Yeah, I actually really enjoyed it too. And I have seen some of the previous episodes. But I think whether you've seen any of the previous episodes or not, I think this movie stands alone as a brilliant film. I love the special effects. I was amazed at how real the apes looked. It was so lifelike, and the special effects were mind-blowing. I was certainly there. I didn't get bored at all. I was riveted the whole way through this film. I really, really loved it. And there was a lot of action too. I'm not generally a big sci-fi fan. However, the action in this and the realism, I think, of the characters, I think was really powerful. Some of the scenes, the cinematography, the sound was brilliant. I think overall, I love the film. And there were some funny moments too, and there were some sad moments, and there were, it really had a good mixture of a whole lot of different genres.
It did, actually. And as I said, time seems to speed away when you're having fun, and it seemed to, as I said, this film only seemed to last 90 minutes compared to the 2.5 hours, which was its actual running time. So I don't know how you felt about it, but that's what it seemed like to me. So that proves how good that is, basically.
I loved it. I must say, series sometimes annoy me because I want completion at the end, and with series like this, there's always a little bit of a question mark at the end as to what could continue to happen. And so I generally like completion, but in some ways there was completion, but in other ways there's some open loops there that I guess keep you hanging on for the next installment.
But it's great anyway for a movie in its own right.
Yes.
So
yes.
Although it could obviously be worthwhile catching the other movies in the series just to sort of get some background detail. So that could help if you've seen the first two in the series. So
yeah, I thought this one was brilliant. I thought it was better than the previous ones I've seen, actually, and I give it 4 stars. I give it 4 out of 5. I think it was fantastic, and you will definitely enjoy it whether you're a child or an adult. I think it's the kind of film that people of all ages can enjoy, and the whole family could enjoy it, actually.
What do you think of the performances, like by Woody Harrelson and
I thought the
Serkis?
acting was brilliant. I thought the acting of the lead stars was brilliant. It was very believable. The acting was spot on, and all the little idiosyncrasies, as I say.
And obviously the apes were computer generated, but they were pretty believable.
So lifelike. It was unbelievable. So lifelike, and you could really see the connection. They actually really looked human. They're just a bit fit, a bit hairier. You
can actually sense that they actually have feelings.
Yes.
I don't know whether you'd say they have human feelings, but
absolutely,
just genuine feelings.
Yeah, and the fact that
their characters, and they're different characters, actually. The apes themselves, as they're sort of like they got their leader, like Caesar.
Yeah.
And they got other, different types of characters within the ape community themselves. So
and the mercy that was shown,
the
mercy that was shown from the apes to the humans, and then the humans didn't show that back, really. And I was left with, go the apes. I didn't want the humans to win in this scenario. The humans were painted as the bad guys, and the apes were the good guys, and I really felt deeply for the apes, and I wanted the apes to beat the humans. I mean, I just thought.
And it could be a bit of a surprise ending to some people, I think, for this film, don't you think? Aldwyn?
Yes, I think so. I think that will be a bit of a surprise ending. So,
can you guess who's going to win?
Yes, the apes or the humans. Who's going to win?
Or is there an actual ending?
Yes, or is there an ending? That's right. You'll have to watch the film to find out. War for the Planet of the Apes. 4 stars from me, 4.5 stars from you, and cheers to the makers of War for the Planet of the Apes. Good effort, excellent job. Grossed over $483 million.
And
Probably
it
much
deserves it
more
too.
now.
So
Yeah, it deserves it. Well done. Cheers to you guys.
go see it
Go
as soon
see
as
it.
possible if you
Yes.
haven't already.
And if you've seen the film, what did you think of the film? We'd love to see your feedback, your comments.
Yeah, tell me what you think about it.
Yeah, what did you guys think of it? What would you give it?
Maybe you
out
wouldn't
of
have
5
loved
stars?
it as much as what we did, but we sat through the whole thing and
Yes.
glued to our seats, basically, enthralled in it, weren't we?
Yes,
So,
we were. So what comments do you give it? What's your feedback? Love to see it underneath this video. Subscribe to the Aldwyn Altuney YouTube channel and watch all our other movie review TV episodes on there, and share it. Share the love. If you like what you've seen, share the love, and let's get people chatting about this movie and appreciating the movie for what it is. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll be back soon with more from Movie Review
see you later.
TV.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Have a great day wherever you are in the world. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.